syndrome. And maybe I'll get you guys to introduce yourselves. I'll start over here on my right.
Todd.
Lee.
Martin.
Hey, Gary.
Okay, maybe I'll... Yeah, we got the same name. It's pretty weird. How lucky. Maybe I'll ask you guys how long you've been together as a band.
As a whole band, I suppose, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, I don't know.
Year and a half, close to 2 years, Gear.
Okay. Show some
crazy.
Big discrepancy there, isn't
We
there?
just get done playing, we're totally out of our minds, and we can barely communicate.
Okay, she also mentioned we're missing one of the guys from the band who is out somewhere. He took off.
Doug.
Doug. Okay. Now, did you guys all know each other prior to the band forming?
No, I knew Todd. I was about the only one. I knew Gary, sort of.
How lucky for
But-
you.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll ask you how long you've been playing individually and what would be some of your influences.
I've been playing for about, 8 years. I guess Dream Theater is probably my biggest influence. Rush. Anything that's really thumping, heavy, crazy, and a lot of screaming involved in blood and curling. Crazy, you know what I mean? Nuts. Crazy.
Okay. How about you?
Oh, about 4 years, probably Led Zeppelin, Queensryche. That's about it.
I've been playing for about 9 years. The influences are about the same as those.
About 10 years. Rush. Iron Maiden. About it. Dream Theater, yes.
Okay, what about the name Power Syndrome? Where did that come from?
We just thought of it one day, really.
Basement.
No. Yeah, coming from the basement.
Okay. Now you guys were recently, well, actually a couple of years ago, you guys were in L.A. at the Foundations Forum, was it?
Joy, yes.
Okay, maybe you can tell me a little bit about that.
It was a convention from hell. We were all totally tanked, and it was just like a great big metal convention. There's like 4,000 bands, and A&R people are there, and you got record labels, and anyone who's involved with the music industry goes to the Foundations. There's another one coming up this September. It's in California too, isn't it, Lee? We're probably going to that too with our CD that you can all buy in the store soon, hopefully. Maybe, maybe not.
Okay.
Hey, here comes Doug.
I guess Doug's on his way. Okay, may I ask you about the originals? How many originals you guys wrote now?
6 finished. We got a couple more on the go. So
Okay. Now, who would be the... Here's Doug coming.
Hi, Doug.
He's supposed to join us. Who would be the main songwriter, or is it a band effort?
that's a band effort.
Okay.
Totally.
I'll ask you guys where you come up with the ideas for some of your lyrics.
Just anything like that's going on in the news or stuff like that. We tend to try and write something half decent.
Okay.
Like a big slap to the face, for instance.
Okay.
It might just make you think about being slapped.
Now, you guys say you have a CD coming out. Maybe I'll get Doug to plug that.
Plug our CD, will you, Doug?
Plug it.
Stop sweating.
Yeah, really. Well, I think we're going in next month, aren't we? Did we start recording? Should have it out by September, October, hopefully. And buy one.
Very good information.
Okay. I heard your last demo tape. I thought it was quite good. Any response to Drew Masters calling it gothic in Meat Magazine? Any-
I don't know. Wasn't me.
Okay.
He was probably right in some respects. Our last singer was more Inagata Davida, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
he was a good singer, but
We'll see what he says to the next one.
Yeah,
and then
we'll send him a
say what we
CD.
think after that.
Okay. Maybe I'll ask you, how often do you guys rehearse now?
Every day. 7 days a week.
we're crazy.
Say.
We have
Okay.
no lives.
You
We
have
have
no
no
lives.
lives at all, Gary. Look at us, Gary. We're bums. Look.
Okay. What about the music scene now in Fredericton? Any comments on that? Do you think it's doing pretty good, or?
It's all right as far as playing clubs, but
It's the best music scene
That's
right now in
about
New
it.
Brunswick, or Nova Scotia, or any Atlantic Canada. It's hard to believe, man. Fredericton, just like places to play all over the place, you know?
There's like 5, 6 clubs.
There's always been a lot of musicians in Fredericton, though, and there seems to be a lot of places now you can play, which there
It's
never
a really
was.
local
Yeah.
area, though, eh? You know, if you go anywhere else outside of Fredericton or the surrounding area, you know, it's toast. I don't understand it. What's going on?
I'll ask you guys some of the places you've played in the past. Now, where would that have been?
Loading Dock's the only place we've played. And Cole St. Anne. Individually or as a band?
Okay.
Well, I've played the circuit. Gary's played the circuit, like the Atlantic Circuit. He played all over England.
England, what was that like?
Well, it was great. Lots of places to play, and such a small place, you don't not much traveling. So
You from England, or
originally,
how long you been in Canada?
I've been here. That went long ago. Well, I've been here most of my life. I've been here since I like a small child. Yeah.
He was beat a lot as an infant.
Okay. Maybe I'll ask you, you guys have any advice to any other local bands that may be starting out, maybe they're in their basement or the garage and they want to get into the club scene, and, you know, anything you've learned along your way that you might want to tell them? And well, ask
Pretty
Gary.
simple, actually. Originals, man. Play originals. Originals. Practice your butt off. And don't take no for an answer. Get out there and kick some rear end. And play at the dock a lot. Play the loading dock whenever you get a chance.
Yeah.
Sure, eh?
Any advice? Any comments?
Hard work. Keep at it. That's about it.
Much the same, I guess. Yeah.
Beat your kids.
Yeah. Beat your children when they're infants.
Okay.
Be a children beater when you were an infant.
You guys got any favorite bands besides yourselves? Like favorite local bands, I should say. I'll start over with Doug.
I'd have to say, gee, my favorite local band. Probably Dream Kick.
Schizophrenia's actually.
Yeah, Schizophrenia is pretty cool. They're pretty happy.
We like them all, though, you know, like we
I
just
suppose it's hard to pick one.
we
You know.
absolutely love every band in the city that's getting out there and opening some doors for everyone, you know. I don't know what happened to the music scene around New Brunswick and Nova Scotia and Atlantic Canada. It just died off about 2-3 years ago. So, you know, no more band scene at all. It's like the doors are starting to open up again, and people are saying, right on, you know, live entertainment. Get rid of this rap. You know what I mean? Rap sucks.
Now with bands like Sloan and Eric's Trip getting record deals, do you think you guys stand a chance?
Definitely. Yes.
What a good answer, right?
That was a good answer. That was a good answer. Maybe I'll ask you about the future. What's the future hold for the band?
Well, the CDs are prime concern. We're going to do that and see what kind of response we get from that. We'll be sending that everywhere and selling it, and yeah, we're going to do a video with one of the tracks off of it. We'll probably play all over Atlantic Canada once we get that done in the fall, in the winter time. We're just going to ride. We're going to ride the CD. If we'll do that one, and if we're still around in you know, in a while after that, we'll do another one. You know, we'll just keep doing them.
Don't take no for an answer.
With that, maybe I'll ask you guys any final comments you'd just like to say before we end off the interview tonight. I'll start with Doug.
It's a new tattoo. Rock and roll rules, and Harvey's hamburgers and beer. Gotta have beer. That's all I gotta say.
I'd ask you where you got your tattoo done.
In the tattoo parlor. No, Dave. That's pretty bad, eh? Tick, tick, tick. Kinetic Studios on Restigouche Road, Norimukto. Dave did it. He's a good guy, and he will give me a deal on the next one. Right, Dave? I hope.
Okay, any final comments? Maybe?
Just support your local music scene.
Time to go get a beer.
Remember Power Syndrome. Because we're coming to get you.
I have a dream.
Joy. That's all I have to say. Joy to you and to the world. Yeah. Thank you for coming, and thank you for shopping at Kmart.
Okay, that's what happens when you interview a band after 3 a.m. It's getting quite late. You guys probably getting really tired and want to go home and just
we're
flake
burn
out.
your faces off now, Gary.
Okay, we're just
that's part of the band thing too. It's in the manual.
Just getting started, eh?
Yes.
Okay, with that,
It's in our manual, yeah.
I'd like to thank the band Power Syndrome.